Should you keep your twins together in school or should you separate them? We talk about the advantages and disadvantages of separating your kids in school today on the video. Hey everybody, my name is Joe Rawlinson. I'm the founder of dadsguidetotwins.com, where I help you survive and thrive as a father of twins. So as you prepare for the next school year with your twins, should you keep them together in the same class or separate? The first thing to consider is, what is your school's policy or your school district's policy on the matter? Some places it's kind of forced that you have to separate the twins. Other cases the decision is left up to the parents. So make sure you have that information as we go through some of the pros and cons of keeping your twins together or separate. There are some distinct advantages of having your twins together in the same classroom. One is that they'll have one set of birthday parties or other social engagements outside of the classroom. All those invitations that your kids get will be to the same events, which makes your social calendar a little simpler. There's one set of homework. So when the kids bring home homework and they need help with that homework, you only have to figure it out once because both twins are sharing the same assignments. Your twins will typically have just one set of friends because they're all in the same classes and activities together at school. That helps you keep track of who they're always talking about. With one set of teachers, it makes it easier for you to understand the expectations of what they need, when they like it done, how they like certain things done, and you can coach your twins through that a lot easier because they both have the same teacher or teachers. Your twins are going to compare their experiences to each other as far as activities, fun, treats. Now, if they're always in the same class with the same experiences, those comparisons are reduced, which reduces some frustration between the twins. Overcoming the twin bond can be difficult. So if your twins are very close together, that means it may be difficult for them to separate. So if they're always together in the same classroom, they can kind of support each other and help each other out and rely on that twin bond that they have formed before they went off to school. So those are some advantages of keeping your twins together in the same classroom. Now let's talk about some disadvantages or reasons why you might want to separate them and put one in one class and the other in another class. Since most schools favor separating twins, this may be the path that you take. But all is not lost. There are some great advantages of having twins in different classes. Separate, they'll have more opportunity to develop their individual skills, interests, and personalities. Because they won't always be lumped together as the twins, each twin can then focus on his or her own individual interests and develop those independently of his or her sibling. It's very easy for twins to be compared to each other. However, when they are separate, classmates, teachers, and us as parents are more likely to compare the twin and that twin's progression academically to classmates and not the other twin. If they're separate and in separate in learning environments, separate classes, separate teachers, it's harder to compare them to each other, and you can instead focus on their individual progress and development. In separate classes, twins are going to make different friends and therefore have different social engagements, play dates, activities, and that gives them an opportunity to kind of stand on their own and develop those personal relationships independent of their twin. If your twins are prone to some friction and fighting or arguing a lot, having them in different classes at school gives them a break from each other, which can be exactly what they need. When a twin is separate from his or her twin, that twin is more likely to come up with their own ideas, own opinions, and own conclusions about things instead of necessarily relying on the other twin. Maybe you have a twin that always kind of takes the first step or sets the pace of the conversation or makes the decision. Now, if the twins are separate, the twin cannot rely on the other twin for that and has to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. So as you see, there are some advantages and some disadvantages of separating your twins. Ultimately, it comes down to what you feel is best for your twins at this time. And keep in mind that it's always okay to change your mind. This year they may be together, next year they may be in different classes, or vice versa. And that's okay. You want to be able to observe what's working for them, what's working with the school, and what's best for your family, and then change and adapt as needed. For our twin girls, they've shared classrooms, and they've been in different classrooms, and they've gone back and forth. And as we talked about, there's pros and cons to both of them. Keep in mind that the older your twins get, the more likely that they will be separated. So even if you're able to keep them together in kindergarten, elementary school, by the time they reach middle school and high school, they're definitely going to be on different academic tracks and put in different classes. So the decision to keep them together or separate is really when they're very little and they're first making those steps outside of the home into a world of academics. So how about you? Are your kids already in school, or already making plans for them to be in school? Have you kept your twins together, or have you put them into separate classes? And why did that work well for your twins? Go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other videos to help you along your twin parenting journey. While you're here, check out some of these other videos to up your twin parenting game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.